Alien. What do you think of when you hear the word aliens? And I know there's been some talk in the last few months with changing the term alien. Resident, non-resident, tax implications. Hi, my name is Nick Young, and I'm an enrolled agent with Latino Tax Pro. We're an association dedicated to serving the needs of the Latino community through tax preparation training in both English and Spanish. Alien. What do you think of when you hear the word aliens? And I know there's been some talk in the last few months with changing the term alien. You see, in the United States, alien is the term used within the immigration laws to refer to a citizen of another country, whereas contemporary society is referring to extraterrestrial. However, the terms resident alien and non-resident alien are actually terms from the federal tax laws. Resident aliens owe tax on all their income, while non-resident aliens owe tax only on income generated from U.S. sources. There are actually two tests to classify as a resident alien. First is the green card test. This applies to someone who has U.S. permanent or conditional residence or a green card. And it does look kind of green, doesn't it? The person is a citizen of another country who is authorized to live and work in the U.S. on a permanent basis, or, in the case of a conditional resident, for 2 years that may then be continued into a permanent stay. The nature of the requirements placed upon permanent residents, they spend most of their time living in the United States. To keep a green card, you must not make your primary home in another country, nor remain outside the U.S. for more than a year. People who plan to remain outside the United States for more than 1 year can, however, apply for a re-entry permit before leaving in order to preserve their green card. The substantial presence test. Even without a green card, a person who spends at least 31 days in the United States during the current year and 183 days during a 3-year period that includes the current year and the 2 years immediately before that is considered a resident alien. This affects many people who are in the U.S. on temporary, otherwise known as non-immigrant visas. There are various exemptions, such as for time people spent in transit, less than 24 hours in the U.S., time during which the person couldn't leave because he or she required medical treatment, as well as for teachers and students on an F, J, M, or Q visa who haven't stayed in the U.S. beyond a certain period of time. If you have difficulty remembering the calculation for the substantial presence test, there are a variety of calculators that you can choose from. Here's one I found through Google. You enter the number of days present in the U.S., and the calculator will tell you if you qualify as a tax resident. So what does it matter? Well, it matters a lot. If you are a resident alien, your U.S. tax obligations are much the same as those of a U.S. citizen. You must report all your worldwide income to the IRS, even if you remain outside the United States for an entire year. If you're a non-resident alien, your tax obligation to the U.S. government is reduced. You'll even use a different tax form than the regular 1040 and be taxed at different rates than resident aliens and citizens. You'll owe tax only on income that was generated within the U.S., not including any capital gains. And you might also be able to take advantage of some international treaty exemptions. So you can imagine people would rather be classified as a non-resident alien. So what are undocumented immigrants classified as? Resident or non-resident alien? Well, based on the substantial presence test, they are classified as resident alien, and when completing Form W-7, that's the application for an ITIN, which stands for Individual Taxpayer Identification Number, C is to be checked. For a dependent or spouse of a resident alien, then you would use box D and or E. You see, the IRS is charged with the collection of federal taxes from whatever source derived. They devised the I-10 numbering system to ensure that even undocumented workers can report and pay their taxes. The W-7 application is the form to complete and submit. I have many undocumented immigrants for clients. I know because they enter with a W-2 that is in their name, but it uses a fake social security number. The software system identifies it as a fake social, and when asked about it, they either need to apply for an I-10 or they have their I-10 number with them to use for filing the tax return. I don't know how they got their fake social, and I don't ask. To me, the only important factor is that they worked, earned income, and now are reporting their wages to pay their taxes. Capture the fake social security number in our system so that every year that they return, we can make sure they are still using the same fake number. By tracking it, one day when they do become lawful citizens of the U.S., we can verify and transfer the income and Social Security tax and Medicare tax withheld for all those years to the new valid Social Security number. A question we get a lot is, can a non-resident alien be a member of an LLC? A limited liability company is a popular choice of entity for conducting business or holding rental real estate in the United States. It is a business structure you can form in any one of the 50 states. An LLC is designed to protect the personal assets of its owners, similar to a corporation, but you have flexibility in how your business or rental activities are reported for tax purposes. It can also be used to hold personal use assets, such as a vacation residence. If you have a single-member LLC, the LLC is treated as a disregarded entity for tax purposes unless a corporate election is made. That means if you are a non-resident alien individual, you report the business or rental activity of the LLC on Form 1040 NR. And there is only a single level of taxation. There's a lot more to discuss about resident aliens working in the U.S. So far, we have reviewed the two tests to determine if someone is classified as a resident alien. Undocumented immigrants are categorized as resident aliens for tax purposes. Resident aliens pay U.S. taxes on worldwide income, and non-resident aliens pay U.S. tax only on U.S. income. So thank you for your attendance and attention. We hope you found this presentation beneficial. If you need more information on this subject or want to see more topics in the future, be sure to like this and subscribe. We'd love to have you visit our website at latinotaxpro.org or call us at the number shown on the screen. Until next time.